Welcome to the program of the Atheist Center Unbound by Cages, written by Jim Herrick. Today, we are in the 11th chapter of Positive Atheists and the Environment. The environment can be considered in various ways. The probability of climate change is by far the most important threat, which is thought likely by the majority of scientists, though there are climate change denialists. The preservation of an earth which is habitable and in which biodiversity is sustained is a widely held hope. A means of dealing with disasters such as storms, floods, drought, and the fallout from damaged nuclear power stations also needs a considered approach from environmentalists. Gora was a botanist and a scientist who was aware of the interrelatedness of life on earth and believed in the harmonious interrelation of all that lives on the earth. Deep concern with the environment and climate change had not gripped the minds of human thinkers before he died in 1975. There was an international conference in Stockholm in 1972 to cover the environment and change to the world's ecology, a word which was fast becoming accepted to describe the interrelatedness of life on this planet. A pioneering work was Silent Spring, published in 1962, depicting how pesticides were entering the chain of existence and destroying much life and perhaps damaging to the human digestive system. Gora was certainly aware of this burgeoning concern with the environment. He favored planting trees and using nature by encouraging the use of vegetables rather than flowers for garlands and other decorations. The need to grow more food impelled him to persuade people to grow more vegetables. In 1965, a vegetable day was organized under the joint auspices of the Atheist Center and the Krishna District Vegetable Growers Cooperative Marketing Society in Vijayawada. Like Gandhi, he was much concerned with public hygiene, not ignoring the need for clean latrines. To feed the world satisfactorily, it may be necessary to eat less meat. Land use is much more productive per acre when vegetables are grown than where animals feed. Some of the forests in South America are being destroyed so that Westerners can eat beef. It may also be necessary to use genetic modification of plants to produce enough food for the world's population. Environmentalists dislike such tampering with nature, but creating a sustainable environment for the future may involve hard decisions. Gora would say, look at the science and discuss the action democratically. Although climate change is now much discussed, it can only be understood and prevented by scientific research. Global warming from carbon dioxide emissions is the reply to the damage wrought by industrial evolution. Calculations have suggested that by the end of the 21st century, the Earth's temperature will rise to from between 1.1 to 6.4 Celsius. At the upper end, this would lead to seas rising, droughts causing starvation, ice caps melting, weather patterns changing. But although there is much to worry about, much is uncertain. Gora's leading a simple life is an example which, if widely followed, would make a difference. In positive atheism and humanism, there seems to be an emphasis on the human, which lays emphasis on the human being at the expense of other species. People have asked for science with soul and questioned technocratic rationality. These are doubts which spread across the environment movement, but there is little doubt that something must be done. Atheist Center has raised these issues at its science exhibitions and conferences. Human-centered we may be, but it is values that come from humans, the values of empathy towards other humans and reciprocity in relations between humans and group of humans. The same values come from positive atheists. Values and reciprocity are also needed between generations. If the world is to be suitable for humans to live half a century ahead, then the current generation must be acting for future generations. Gora laid down the basis for the future of the Atheist Center in its ideas and its activities, and his family have received an education that leads them to think widely ahead. Vikas Gora, a grandson of Gora, has written a paper on youth and environment, roots of the future, and is active in working for the future. And from here, I shall read out in the next episode again. Thank you.
For more videos, please subscribe to our Positive Atheism English channel presented by Samaram channels, which crossed 20 crore views. Please like, subscribe and share our videos, and for notification of our new videos, please click the bell icon.